Anstegard. I'm an executive coach and consultant to organizations. I wanted to share with you today some of the research that's come out of MIT's Human Dynamics Laboratory. They've done some amazing research on teams and team effectiveness. And their methodology is also fascinating because they have spent a great deal of time looking at all of communication within teams, around teams, and then also measuring how teams are actually working to produce a result. And what they found was there are three things that are really important in terms of communication. Communication, they found, was the number one factor in terms of making teams work. And in communication, that process of communication, what they found was it's not the words that we use, it's the tone of our words. And so I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes people will come and they'll ask a question when I'm in the middle of something. I'm so busy. My inclination is to just say, to think in my head, how do I get this conversation over as quickly as I can so I can move on to the next thing to do what's really important, right? The problem is people get that. They understand that. Our tone communicates, I don't have time for you. I don't have time for that issue. Or, look, aren't you smart enough to get this? Just go do your work. They get that communication too. It doesn't come from our words, it comes from our tone. Or, we're angry because something was not done the way we thought it should be. They get that tone. And that communication gets lodged in the brain and produces either a fight, flight, response, not a problem-solving response. And we really want people in the problem-solving mode, don't we? Number two, in terms of what impacts communication, is our relative body position in relation to the other person. That is, do we face them? Do we look up from our computer to talk with them when they come in and want to have a particular issue addressed? Do we get off our phone and respond to a person? Is there eye contact? Is our body in alignment with them? What that tells people is, I'm interested. I'm not interested. I'm busy. I don't have time for you. Yes, I do have time, and I really care. Maybe only have 2 minutes, but I do have time, and in these 2 minutes, I'm fully engaged and present for you. What we communicate will get the result that we want, right? And if we don't communicate effectively, we won't have the results that we want. Thirdly is our body language. What is our body really saying? So body position, do we face them? Do we look up and respond to them? And third is our body language. Does our body language show us as being closed off, uninterested, hassled, worried, frustrated? Body language is huge. People read body language more than they read words. And those of us who are involved globally must be in tune to this, because it is these aspects that people are taking into their minds and determining, do I really want to engage with this person at all? What MIT's research found was that when these elements of communication are not present, teams cannot function. What they also found was that only in 33% of the teams that they researched was there evidence of this type of communication. Doesn't it seem simple? Manage my tone, face people, address people, and look at my body language. So simple, and yet if we're not conscious of it, when we're feeling hassled or we're rushed, we've got deadlines to meet, we've got numbers that we're not making, we go into our attack mode or our defense mode, and communication is cut off. And when our communication is cut off, guess what? We're not going to get the results that we want. I hope this has been helpful to you. I look forward to having these times with you each day. So Enjoy them, and I look forward to being with you again.